But Taylor, what about search volume?
Let me get started so they know I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Back to the roots. What if I could tell you that in the next 10 to 15 minutes, we could show you how to find a $5,000 product on Amazon guaranteed. Now, we can't actually make that guarantee because that's weird, but we're gonna put it in quotation marks with a question mark, okay? Guys, here's the deal, okay? We wanna show you how to do product research, okay? But in order to give you the full story, all of the context on actually how to do product research, we kinda have to, like, tell a story, okay? So that's what we're gonna do today. So Kale's over here on the computer, and let's just like go all the way back to like almost 2 years ago, right? Okay? And
This is gonna be fun.
it is.
So basically what we're gonna do, guys, it's a story within a story. I'm gonna show you how to do product research right now, the best current methods for this year to find $5,000 products per month guaranteed, while Taylor explains how we actually came up with so that you know it's not some just weird tactic.
Right.
Cool?
Exactly.
Let me get started so they know I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
So this is helium-10. Okay, I am in Blackbox. Okay, I'm gonna start just using numbers. Taylor will explain where these numbers come from. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go in and put in for monthly revenue. We want a minimum of $5,000 a month, just like the title of the video. We also want less than 75 reviews, so a maximum of 75 reviews, and we want to be on the keyword tab right here. Okay, now I'm going to select the category tools and home improvement, and I'm gonna search and leave a huge cliffhanger for you to start the story.
Listen, we're gonna go all the way back, like I said, to 2 years ago, okay? And what we were doing was, and Kel, maybe you can show them a little bit of kind of what we were doing, right? So what we would do is we would go on to Amazon, maybe we would start typing some stuff in, we would launch a Chrome extension, you can see what it is, I'm not gonna say their name, I still respect them as a company, but we would start typing stuff in, we would start doing it, and that's what we would do, right? And that process, right, led us to this infamous closet behind me. Okay, because this infamous closet that I'm sitting in right now, kind of lounging back a little bit, is all of the products that messed up. They're all the products that we found kind of via the way that Kale's kind of sort of going through right now. All of these failed. Kale, why don't you like take it back over? Go for a little bit.
Gotcha. So if you're in Blackbox, remember guys, we just searched in tools and home improvement and we're looking for products that make over $5,000 a month. Now what I do here is I look through for stuff that just kind of catches my eye, to be honest. And having done this for a while, I kind of know what will sell and what won't sell. So tool foam, interesting. Let's pull up.
Hold on, Kel, before we go any further, I want to continue with this so that what you're doing makes a little more sense,
Yes,
right?
that makes
So
sense.
we had all these products that just didn't work in the infamous closet, right? But what we also had was we had a bunch of products that were working, okay? And so what we started to do was we started to compare the products that were working and the products that weren't working. We started to analyze the numbers, analyze the data, analyze what was the common denominator between all these products in the closet, and what was the common denominator between all the products that were working, right? And that is where the also infamous 7 and 7 score came from, and that's what Kale is using right now. Okay, so let me explain the 7 and 7 score real quick.
No. I'm gonna show them it first.
Show
it's gotta
it to
be, you gotta get the tactics. Okay, so as Taylor was talking, I actually found a cool one. So I was scrolling here on the same category I was in, I found one called Matte Black Pot Filler. Interesting, never seen that before. So what you can do right here is click right here, view it on Amazon. So now we're pulling it up on Amazon. Now, never seen this product before. It looks interesting, but now we need to know, in order to sell it, we need to know what are the actual stats? How much is this product actually selling and what is the competition like? So in order to do that, what I'm gonna do is pull up the Helium-10 Chrome extension. It's called X-Ray. Okay, so as this loads, continue.
So we came up with this thing called the 7 and 7 score, okay? And you've already actually seen a little bit of it being used, which is the cool part, right? But here's what the 7 and 7 score is, okay? What we determined is that the thing that worked with our products, the products that were working and are working, and what we found out is that they were all high demand and low competition. And so now what we had to figure out was a way to like systemize it. Like a way to, how can we systemize, okay, we need to find high demand, low competition products. High demand, low competition. High demand, low competition. How do we figure it out, okay? And here's what we decided. What we decided to do was that we were going to look at the first page, okay? Because obviously the goal when you put a product up on Amazon is to get it onto the first page. And what we were going to do is it's about 10 products, okay? So what we decided.
Let's see if they can figure it out.
Oh,
I want to see if they can guess it. Okay, so right here in Helium 10 in this X-ray tool, we have the 7 and 7 score right here. I'm just going to give it away. It's sitting up here, okay? So it says 7 and 8. And what Taylor says is it's based on the first page of keywords. So if any of you can guess, write it in the comments below. What is 7 and 7 score? Taylor, go ahead and explain.
So the 7 and 7 scores, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the top 10 products, because once again, ideally, that's where we get when we put a product up for sale. And we're going to count, okay? We're going to count how many out of the top 10 have a revenue of over $5,000. Remember, title of the video, how to find $5,000 a month products. So we decided to count how many of that. And if 7 out of the top 10 products had more than $5,000 in revenue, then we determined that meant that it was a high demand product.
And that is exactly what this is right here, this matte black pot filler. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, there's 9 out of the top 10 here. So there must be some, it's not counting the sponsored product, which is interesting. But we have a 7 here, over $5,000 in revenue, and that meets our requirement. 7 out of the top 10 have over 5K in revenue.
And guys, if you just saw what Kel just did, where he actually went down and counted how many there were. Okay, we're going to get to that in a second. But the second part of the 7 and 7 score is that if 7 out of the top 10, once again, have less than 75 reviews, then that means that that product has low competition, okay? Because you don't want to go in and sell. So basically we're using revenue as a factor of demand and reviews as a factor of competition, okay? And back in these days when we were going through all the products that are over there in the, oh, I got real dark, over there in the closet, when we were evaluating and analyzing the products that were working, exactly what Kel just did is what we had to do. We had to go through and count here, 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 here.
Yeah, and we figured out that honestly, those two numbers, if you get those two things, you can have success with a product on Amazon. And so now we just made a tool that, and he'll tell you how we actually developed this, but that kind of calculates this for us. So for this one, for matte black pot filler, I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is a really cool, interesting product to start with. And I can click right here on related keywords and it'll pull up stuff that's actually a similar keyword and related. So matte black pot filler faucet wall mount is also a great keyword right here. And we can also backtrack and start with just pot filler. Okay, so that's how I would start with product research right now.
So after we had analyzed all those numbers, figured out the 7 and 7 score, then started launching more products that were based around the 7 and 7 score, what we decided to do was we actually created our own software, okay? It's called Boost 9 and it was completely and utterly created around the 7 and 7 score. That's literally what it was created around, okay? And here's the key, okay? Whenever we first came out with Boost 9, which when we're filming this was about a year ago, okay, when we're filming this, when we first came out with it, we made this big deal about it and said it was the supercar of product research. Like that was our marketing term, that was everything. And a lot of people still use it to this day, right? They're using it, they're getting, going and finding the 7 and 7 score, all this kind of stuff, okay? Is that we took our supercar, okay? This is the supercar.
Hey, hold on, let me show them the supercar real quick.
Man.
Boost 9 looks like this, guys. So a similar thing, you can use this as well. Similar to Helium 10 where we have the 7 and 7 score front and center. Look, revenue over $5,000 for this category serving tray and reviews under 75. What it's doing is it's pulling the data on this page and telling you how much products are actually selling on Amazon. And you can see the products themselves here. Look, 25K in revenue, 32K in revenue, 32K in revenue, 25K in revenue. And you can click into these as well and see their individual profits. That's what Boost 9 is right now.
So we're back to the supercar, okay? He just showed you the supercar. It's my hand. And what we did was, Kel, put your hands together. But okay, so what we did was we drove our supercar onto an aircraft carrier, okay, that had a private jet on it. That we also drove the supercar into the private jet on the aircraft carrier, and that what I'm talking about is helium.
And that's what I've been showing you guys. Kind of like wow, aha moment. Because think about it. If you only had Boost 9, Boost 9 is great. You have to actually come up with these keywords on your own. Like I have to sit here and think, okay, serving tray, wireless charger. Like I have to think of all of those keywords myself and then search them up. The thing that the aircraft carrier does for you is it gets the keywords ahead of time. How crazy is that? So what we basically did right here is we sorted by the 7 and 7 score, minimum of $5,000 a month in revenue and a maximum of 75 reviews. And then I also just put in a category like tools and home improvement, okay guys? And then I'm just going through here and looking for stuff that catches my eye, pulling it up. And the coolest part is that Helium 10 has now partnered with us and has allowed Boost 9 to live inside of Helium 10. So now you can just use Helium 10, look at the top right corner. This one isn't 7 and 7, it's only 3 and 8, but I can check out related keywords. I can easily go into, there's no other ones that are 7 and 7 for this one, guys. Didn't plan enough for this video. But as you can see, it's just so quick and simple now.
Right. So guys, did we actually find a $5,000 a month product? Because
We did.
That's what we told the people we were
We
gonna
absolutely
do.
did.
I wasn't looking at the laptop, so I wanted to confirm.
Matte Black Pot Filler. And hey guys, it may not be the greatest product to sell. The key of this whole presentation is to explain 7 and 7 and explain how you can narrow down. What is there? In our last video, we said there's over 100 million products on Amazon.
Yeah, 119 million.
119 million. So you have to somehow narrow down from 119 million to those that could actually have success on Amazon. And this is one of the best ways to narrow it down.
And guys, we can do a ton more videos on this. And just keep in mind, I actually want a matte black pot filler. So if anybody wants to buy me one for Christmas or my birthday, I'm totally in. It's something that you mount like over your stove and run a water line to it. So you just put a pot on your stove and then you lift this arm out and then you just turn it on. It fills up your pot on top of your stove.
Dude, people are gonna be like selling pot fillers.
Yeah,
crazy.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. There are some other parameters that you need to make sure you get before you actually do this, okay? So the 7 and 7 score was used as this basis, but we're not gonna go super into depth, okay? But some of the other parameters, right, is we suggest that you get 200% ROI, right? The only way to actually get that is to go and negotiate with a supplier, find someone who makes it. So we can't show that right this second on a video, but there's a bunch of stuff we could go into. And here, I'm gonna add this on to the very end, okay? We're winding down, okay? There are a lot of people who look at this 7 and 7 score. They look at, we say 7 and 7, 200% ROI, right? 7 and 7, 200% ROI, right? We just told you the story about how from our experience selling on Amazon, we came up with a 7 and 7 score, and now we've seen it work 100 million gazillion times, okay? A lot of people are like, but Taylor, what about search volume? Listen, here's the deal. I'm not gonna go into this right now, but if you guys want us to make a video on why search volume for product research in particular does not matter, just let us know. Put it in the comments, let us know, and I'm happy to make one and fulfill that, because the way that some people are teaching to do product research right now based on search volume is straight up wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna call anybody specifically out, but it's wrong. Okay? It's not good.
As you can see, we get fired up when people teach Amazon wrong. What we do here at 9 University is teach people how to sell on Amazon. So we can't go into all the product research criteria right here. This is 7 and 7. This is where you should start. This is how you narrow down 100 million products down to maybe 100. So then you can narrow it down even further. We're gonna have videos on ROI. We're gonna have videos on differentiation. We're gonna have videos on search volume, all on this channel. Subscribe, and also there are links below the video always where you can find resources right now where you can get started. But guys, thanks for watching. We're back, baby. I'm excited about it.
Let's
the
go.
artist formerly known as KT9. Let's go. See you guys later.